Hello students, today onward we go with another topic, some basic concepts present in case of atomic structure. That is one of the important topic. Okay, let us start with fundamental particles present in an atom, that is subatomic particles present in an atom. So if you go with any atom, there are totally mainly three important subatomic particles are present. One is proton, other one is electron, other one is the neutron. These are the three main subatomic particles. There are totally more than 35 subatomic particles are there for an atom, but we observed three important subatomic particles for all physical and chemical properties. These three important subatomic particles observed. And let us see some important aspects with respect to these subatomic particles. Protons generally represented as 1p1. So p is the symbol for the proton, 1p1. And for electron, -1e0. -1e0 represent for the electron, and for neutron 0n1. N stand for the symbol for neutron, 0n1. So these are the symbolic representation. And if we talk about their charges, proton shows plus 1.602 into 10 to the power of -19 coulomb charge. But electron magnitude is same but direction different. Here minus 1.602 into 10 to the power of -19 coulomb charge. That means proton shows positive charge whereas electron shows negative charge. But for neutron, charge is zero. As is our point to be noted, a chargeless fundamental particle is going to be it is a neutron. Okay. Next, while talking about the mass of this, it is not possible to measure the mass with the ordinary weighing balance, but it is observed that 1.672 into 10 to the power of -27 kilogram is the mass for a proton, and that of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of -31 kilogram, and neutron is 1.675 into 10 to the power of -27 kilogram. That means mass of neutron and mass of protons are almost same. Here it is 1.672, but here it is 1.675. But electron mass is very small. Look at that, 10 power -31 and 10 power -27, which is lower value. -31 is the lower value. So the electron shows the lowest mass, or you can say less weight one can find. So these are some basic part. And it is observed that this proton is discovered by, that is Goldstein. Credit goes to the Goldstein. Electron, J.J. Thomson, and neutrons discovered by James Chadwick. So these are the important concepts you must remember. And normally atoms are represented with the diagrammatic representation. Let us say this is an atom. So where protons and neutrons present in the center of that atom, and that is now called as a nucleus. Okay, proton and the neutrons present at the center of the atom, that is nothing but nucleus. So nucleus made up of two fundamental particles, one proton and other one is the neutron. But electrons are present outside the nucleus, or you can say it is present normally circulated, or it is moving around the nucleus. Remember, proton and neutrons are static, they are at rest, whereas electrons are moving around the nucleus. So electrons is the one of the fundamental particles present outside the atom. It is not a part of the nucleus. So this is a symbolic identification for the atom. Let us see symbol for an atom. We have 118 elements, and each element shows their own atom, and symbolic representation is ZXA. So ZXA is the symbolic representation for an atom, where X stands for symbol of an element. For example, if sodium is there, Na. Hydrogen is there, H. Nitrogen present them, N. Like that, symbol for the element, where A stands for mass number, and then Z stands for atomic number. So A stands for mass number, Z stands for atomic number. Remember, mass number is not same as atomic mass. Okay, so this is mass number, and Z is atomic number. What is this atomic number? So this atomic number, that is Z, tells about total number of protons or electrons present in an atom, especially neutral atom. So atomic number tells about total number of protons or total number of electrons present in an atom. Okay, but mass number tells about sum of total number of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. So total number of protons and neutrons together present in the nucleus is tells about the mass number, and total number of proton and neutrons together called as a nucleons. It also says about number of nucleons present in an atom. atomic number and mass numbers are very important. And let us go with the example. I have a sodium. So in sodium, 11 so Na23 is the symbolic representation. In that 11 stands for atomic number, that tells about the Z value. 23 stands for mass number, that is A value. Similarly for chlorine, 17 tells about the atomic number, Z, total number of electrons present, total it is 17, whereas 35 tells about the mass number, total number of proton and neutrons present in the chlorine atom. So here 11 electrons or 11 protons present in sodium, whereas the total number of protons and neutrons present are 23. Similarly for chlorine, 17 proton or neutron electrons are present, whereas in the chlorine totally 35 proton and neutron together, that is present. And that Z tells about the number of either proton or electron, and also A stands for number of proton and neutron present, and easily one can find out the number of neutrons present in an atom. Very easily by one small formula. Number of neutrons, N is the symbol, is exactly equal to A minus Z. If you subtract the A and Z, that means if you take difference of these two, that tells about the number of neutrons present. Remember this formula. Number of neutrons equal to A minus Z. Atomic mass minus atomic number minus a number of electrons, or we can say it is atomic number. Mass number minus atomic number. Mass number minus atomic number, that tells about the number of neutrons present. Let us go with one example. I have a sodium, 11, sodium 23. So in this case, atomic number is 11, that is Z value is going to be 11, whereas mass number is 23, A value is going to be 23. So A minus Z, that tells about the number of neutrons present. So 23 minus 11, that is exactly equal to 12. So number of neutrons present in case of a sodium is going to be 12. And that says sodium has 11 electrons and then 12 neutrons present, and easily one can find out the proton, neutron and electron using this relation. Similarly, in case of a hydrogen, 1H1 is the symbol. There 1 stands for atomic number. Here it is 1, that is 1, and then A is exactly equal to 1, and number of neutron equal to 1 minus 1, nothing but it is 0. Remember here number of neutron in case of a 1H1, that means hydrogen atom is going to be 0. As a result, hydrogen is the one of the element where neutron is not present. So a neutron less atom in case of our periodic table, the period goes to it is hydrogen. So hydrogen is the only one element, there is no any neutron, but all other element has at least one neutron. Similarly for chlorine, number of neutron equal to A value is going to be 35, and then Z value is going to be 17. So 35 minus 17, nothing but it is 18. As the number of neutrons present in case of a chlorine is going to be 18. Like that, number of neutrons can be calculated. So atomic number tells about number of proton or electron, mass number tells about sum of proton and neutron, and if you subtract these two, we get total number of neutrons present. So this is a very important sequence you have to remember. Let us see some important terms present in atomic structure. The first isotopes, next isobar, after that isodiaphers, after that we can say isotones, isosters, and isoelectronic species. So these are the important terms or terminology one can find. Let us go with first isotopes. What is this isotopes basically? So isotopes are having same atomic number but different mass number. So Z stands for atomic number, A stands for mass number. A set of species having same atomic number but a different mass number, nothing but isotopes. Normally isotopes are observed from same element. Okay. Hydrogen has its own isotopes. Chlorine has its own isotope. Carbon has its own isotopes. Okay. Similarly, nitrogen has its own isotopes. So as a result, isotopes observed from same element, not from the different element. And let us go with some example. So isotopes of hydrogen. One is 1H1, 1H2, 1H3. So 1H1 is nothing but the protium, 1H2 nothing but the deuterium, 1H3 nothing but tritium. And in that this 1H3 or a tritium is radioactive element. Lifetime is less. It is unstable, one can find. Okay. And in all the three cases, look at that. Atomic number, Z value is going to be it is the same. So here Z value is 1 each. But what about the A value? Here it is 1, here it is 2, here it is 3. A values are different. So the meaning, the statement says same Z value but different A value. As these three comes under category called isotopes. And these are the three isotopes of hydrogen atom. Similarly, for oxygen, 8 oxygen 16, 8 oxygen 17, 8 oxygen 18. In this case, atomic number Z value is the same, but mass number values are different. So this is the Z value, atomic number, whereas 16, 17, 18 is the mass number. Mass number different, but atomic number is same. Similarly, we can go for the chlorine. It has two isotopes, 17 Cl35, 17 Cl37. In this case, atomic number 17 same, but mass number 35 and 37 are different. So this tells about the mass number, but 17 that tells about the atomic number. That means number of protons present are same, but number of neutrons present may be different. Number of protons, number of electrons are same in case of isotopes, but number of neutrons present are different. That is why the mass numbers are found to be different. So that is the first isotopes. Okay. Next comes isobars. So here it is somewhat reverse to that of isotopes. So what observed here? Here same mass number but different atomic number. So here same atomic number, different mass number. But in this case same mass number but different atomic number observed. A value is same but Z value found to be different. Let us see some example. Argon, potassium, calcium. So in that cases Z A value found to be same, 40, 40, 40. So here A value is same, but what about the Z value? 18, 19, 20. So Z values are found to be different. Okay, similarly, tellurium, xenon and barium. In these three cases also, 56, 54, 52, that is atomic number are different, but mass number is found to be same. So A values are same, but Z values are found to be different. But in case of isobar, atoms of different elements one can find. Okay, here it is argon, potassium, calcium. Similarly, tellurium, xenon and barium. So like that one can go for isobars. Next comes isotopes. So as the name indicates, iso means same. Tones, here nothing but neutron. So a set of species having same number of neutron, then such a set of species are now it is called as isotones. Here also atoms of different elements can observe. So same number of neutrons if it is present, then such set of species are called as isotope. For example, 1H3 and 2H4, and in this case atomic number is different, mass number is everything is different, but what is same? Number of neutron is same. How to find number of neutron? Number of neutron equal to A minus Z, mass number minus atomic number, 3 minus 1 exactly equal to 2, 4 minus 2 exactly equal to 2. In both these two cases, even though atomic number and mass numbers are different and atom itself are different, but number of neutrons present are found to be same. That is why these two are called as isotone. And coming to next example, carbon and nitrogen. 6 carbon 13, 7 carbon nitrogen 14. In this case, if you find out the number of neutron using this relation, 13 minus 6, 14 minus 7. In both cases, number of neutrons are found to be 7. As a result, this is a pair of molecules. Now it is called as isotone, and these two are isotone one can find. So number of neutrons are found to be it is same. Then such species are called, set of species are called as isotone. Let us see isodiaphers. So here also, to find out the isodiaphers, one point of value to be calculated, isotopic number to be calculated. So if a set of species, if it is having same number of isotopic value or same isotopic number present, then such a pair of species are now called as a isodiapher. What is the isotopic number? The isotopic number exactly equal to A minus 2Z. You have to remember this relation. A minus 2Z stands for isotopic number. A minus 2Z. Atomic mass by atomic number mass number minus 2 times atomic number. The difference tells about the isotopic number. A minus Z tells about number of neutron. A minus 2Z tells about the isotopic number. A set of species, if it is having same isotopic number, then it is isodiapher. For example, 19 potassium 39, 9 fluorine 19. And if you find out the isotopic number A minus 2Z, we find 1 1 each. After calculation, 39 minus 19 into 2. Similarly, 19 minus 9 into 2. In both cases, isotopic number is same. That is why potassium and fluorine, this pair now considered as a isodiaphers. Similarly, another example, 92 uranium 235, 90 thorium 231. In this case also, isotopic number after calculation it is going to be 51. So 235 minus 92 into 2 and gives 51 value. Similarly, 231 minus 2 times 90, that also gives 51. As that these two pair of molecules, now it is considered as a isodiaphers. Remember isotopes, isobar, isotones, and then isodiapher. So isotopic number value calculation formula you must remember. Let us say next important isoelectronic species. Isoelectronic species. What is it? As the name indicates, iso stands for same. Electronic nothing but number of electron, and species having same number of electron. Species having same number of electron, nothing but isoelectronic species. Okay, a species or a set of species having same number of electron, equal number of electron is nothing but isoelectronic species. And here point to be remember, species may be either cation or a neutral species or anion. Okay, it may be cation, positive charge species. It may be anion, negative charge species, and it may be chargeless, means it may be neutral. So a set of species means cation, anion, or a neutral molecule having same number of electrons is nothing but isoelectronic species. Okay, let us go with some example. We have P minus 3 phosphide ion, S minus 2 sulfide ion, Cl minus 1 chloride ion, argon, potassium ion, calcium ion. Look at that. These three are anions with different oxidation states and also valency, and argon is a neutral species, potassium, calcium are cationic species. And if you find out the number of electrons in the present species, all these are having 18 electrons. All these are having, it is 18 electron. As is that these set of species now called as a one isoelectronic pairs. Okay. Next, aluminium ion, magnesium ion, sodium ion, neon, fluoride ion, octide ion, and nitride ion. In all the cases also, total number of electrons present are 10. N3 minus 10, O minus 2 10. Atomic number of oxygen is 8, and minus 2 nothing but add 2 electron become totally 10. Similarly, atomic number of nitrogen is 7 plus 3 becomes 10. Similarly, sodium atomic number is 11 and plus nothing but we have to remove an electron. 11 minus 1 nothing but 10. Similarly, for aluminium also we find 13 atomic number minus 3 nothing but it is 10. So this is the set of species having same number of electron, an isoelectric pair. Similarly, we can go with 14 electron containing carbon monoxide, CO, cyanide ion, nitrogen molecule. So all these set also having same number of electrons. So if a set of species having same number of electrons, then that is called isoelectronic species. Normally we find when you come to examination to find out the which of the following set of species are isoelectronic, like that. Next comes isosters. Isosters. So in this case, a pair of molecules present, only two. A pair of molecules, only two molecules are present. Molecules, not ion or a cation, positive charge species or negative charge species. A pair of molecules having same number of electrons and atoms. Remember, here two things must be same. One, number of electrons same and number of atoms present are same. Okay, so number of electron as well as number of atoms present are same. Let us go with some example. Nitrogen molecule, carbon monoxide molecule. So in this case, the number of electron, atomic number of nitrogen 7. 7 plus 7, 14. Carbon, it is 6 and oxygen 8. 6 plus 8 equal to 14. So in these two species, where number of electrons are 14 and atoms present are, look at that, either maybe identical or different, 2 atoms, here also 2 atoms. So 14 electron and 2 atoms present, as that the nitrogen and carbon monoxide is isoster. Similarly, carbon dioxide and dinitrogen monoxide, carbon dioxide, dinitrogen monoxide. Total number of electron present, carbon atomic number is 6, 6 plus 8 plus 8, total it is 22. Similarly, here also 7 plus 7 plus 8 equal 22. 22 electrons 28. Magnesium sulfate is also 28. 28 and 2 atoms present. Similarly, C6H6 nothing but benzene. This is organic benzene, whereas B3N3H6 nothing but inorganic benzene, borazine. Okay, this is benzene and this is borazine. Okay, both are having same structure and number of electrons present are 42. Total number of electrons present 42 and 6 plus 6 12 3 it is 6, that is 12. So number of atoms present are also found to be 12. Then such pair of molecules called as a isostructure. So these are the important terms you must remember. Let us see some MCQs on important terms observed few minutes back. Let us see first, identify the pair having same number of electrons. We have to find out the same number of electron containing pair of species. Four options are given: calcium ion, magnesium ion, argon, neon, nitrogen ion, aluminum ion, proton, that is H plus and Cl minus. First we have to find out the number of electrons present. Calcium plus 2, totally we have 18 electrons. Atomic number of calcium 20, plus 2 nothing but we have to remove 2 electron, left with the 18 electron. And then magnesium, totally we have 10 electron. 12 minus 2 equal to 10. Whether the number of electrons are same? Not same. 18 and 10, that's the option A is wrong. Coming to argon and neon, both are noble gases. Argon carries total number of electron 18, neon carries total number of electron 10. Then also they are not equal, so B option is wrong. But in case of N3 minus and aluminium plus 3, nitrogen and aluminium ion, nitrogen 7 minus nothing but we have to add 3 electrons. 7 plus 3 nothing but 10 electron, and aluminium totally 13 plus 3 nothing but we have to remove 3 electron, 10 electron. Now look at that. Number of electrons present in these two sets are same, as that these two molecules or a pair of species having same number of electrons. So C found to be the correct. But we have to cross check to D. So H plus nothing but 0 electron. Actually electron present in one hydrogen atom is 1. But plus nothing but we are removed. So 0 electron, but here totally 18 electrons are there. 17 plus 1 nothing but 18. So here also number of electron is not same. So option D is wrong. So the correct answer is C. Similarly, go to the next problem. The question says, which of the following shows isoelectronic species? Isoelectronic species, we have to find out among these four options. What is the meaning of isoelectronic species? Very simple. Number of electrons found to be same. Number of electrons, if it is same, then such a pair of species are called as isoelectronic species. Like the previous problem, we have to find out the number of electrons present. Fluoride ion, total number of electrons 9 plus 1, it is 10. Chloride ion, 17 plus 1, it is 18. Then sodium ion, 11 minus 1, total it is 10. Now look at that, 10 here, 2 are same, but 18 not same. So E option is not correct. Then neon, total number of electrons is 10. And fluoride ion, 9 plus 1, again it is 10. And oxide ion, 8 plus 2, it is 10 electrons. Look at that, 10 are same. So as the number of electrons present in this set of species same. So it is comes under category isoelectronic species. The option is going to be correct. And let us go for C and D, whether it is correct or not. Nitrogen 7, N minus 3. 7 plus 3 nothing but 10 electrons observed. And N plus nothing but 7 minus 3, that is totally 4 electrons are there. Here it is not same, C is wrong. And O minus 2, total number of electrons is 10. 8 plus 2 nothing but 10. Fluoride ion, here it is going to be 9 plus 1, 10. So in both fluoride and oxide ion, number of electrons same. But for hydrogen, only 1 electron is present. This set having no equal number of electrons, so D option is wrong. So in this case, the second question, B answer is going to be correct. But coming to the third question, identify the isotopic pair among the following. Isotopic pair. That means we have to find out which option is isotopic nature. What are the meaning of isotopes? A naming or a means of isotope says having same atomic number. Z value found to be same, but atomic mass value found to be different. A set of species having same atomic number but different mass number, nothing but isotopes. Look at here, 1, 2. The A value or Z value, here it is 1, here it is 2. Whether it is same, not same. As a result, A option is wrong. But in case of B, Z value for hydrogen is 1, whereas for sodium is 11. By looking at the at least z value, that is sufficient. Okay, here 1 and 11 not same, B is wrong. And in this case 17, 17, so z value is found to be same but a value is found to be different. So this tells about z value. 35 and 37 tells about the a value. Z value same but a value different. As that here case these two pair comes under category for isotope. Similarly for oxygen and nitrogen, 8 and 7 not same. Z value not same and a value is also not same. As that the option is going to be the wrong option. So correct answer in this case is C. Like that questions normally we can find in the competitive examinations. Let us see electromagnetic radiations. Remember, for all our radiation or energies, sunlight is the major source. So sunlight is the major source for our energy. And from sunlight, different kinds of radiations are coming to the Earth's surface. Not only Earth's surface, to all the remaining region of the spaces. And if you observe clearly that sunlight, there are different types of radiations with respect to different wavelength or frequencies one can find. And in case of our sunlight, these are the different category of electromagnetic radiations one can find. And in case of electromagnetic radiations, when the light come out from the sunlight or a sun, or you can say from the source, they are continuously moving from one region to the another region in terms of a small packets, nothing but it is a photon, and it has certain energy as well as their wavelength and frequencies also it is present. But what about their movement? They are moving continuously, but this shows two important field around to that. They are electric and magnetic field. So that light radiation, if it is traveling, surrounding to that, two fields are observed. One electric field, other one is magnetic field, and they are perpendicular to each other. So both electric and magnetic fields are perpendicular to each other. So that is the important properties with respect to electromagnetic radiation. That is why called electromagnetic. It shows both electric and magnetic field surrounding to that, and they are perpendicular to each other. So let us see different kind of electromagnetic radiations present. So starting from cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwave, another one is radio waves. These are the electromagnetic radiations one can find in ordinary. It is a sunlight, and also light. It is come out from glowing objects. Okay. So cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-ray, ultraviolet, visible, infrared, microwaves, and radio waves. And these electromagnetic radiation has certain characteristic feature or properties, and that is first lambda or wavelength, second one mu, nothing but frequency, other one velocity c, and nu bar nothing but wave number, and other one is the energy. So what is this wavelength? So wavelength tells about distance between two successive crusts or a trough. Okay, so the upper part, if you find out the waves, the upper part of the region nothing but crust part, and lower part of the region nothing but crust part, depth part, and between those two certain distance present, that is wavelength. Frequency nothing but number of waves passing through a given one point in 1 second. In 1 second, how many number of waves are passing in a given point? That tells about the frequency. And velocity. Remember, all these electromagnetic radiation and even light that is traveled with a velocity is constant, 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Okay, and distance covered in 1 second, that tells about the velocity. Symbolic representation, see. And nu bar nothing but number of waves present in a particular unit length. Number of waves present in a particular unit length that tells about the nu bar, or you can say wave number. And it is observed that from cosmic rays to that of radio waves, wavelength goes on increases. That means wavelength is more, length between the two successive crusts, that is more for radio waves, whereas cosmic waves are less. And if you talk about the frequency point of view, cosmic rays least, whereas cosmic rays more, whereas in case of radio waves it is not being least. That means from cosmic rays to the radio waves, frequency goes on decrease, whereas wavelength goes on increase. And wavelength and frequency are inversely related to each other. And if you talk about the energy, which is more energetic, higher frequency nothing but more energy. So cosmic rays shows higher energy, whereas radio waves shows lower energy. all mobile signal, television signal that will takes place through radio waves. They are having in terms of kilometer wavelength one can find. Okay, so these are the important parameters. Let us find out the relation between them. The relation between these parameters are relation between wavelength, frequency and velocity. So velocity equal to frequency into wavelength, c equal to nu into lambda, and then nu bar is related with the wavelength. Nu bar wavelength are equal to 1 by lambda, inverse of the wavelength nothing but nu bar. And also energy of each radiation packets one can find, that is called as a photon, and that is exactly equal to h nu. E equal to h nu is the energy, and nu nothing but already know, if you rearrange nu equal to c by lambda, hc by lambda, or in place of 1 by lambda if you substitute nu bar, hc into nu bar. So all these are the important relations normally one can find while solving a problem. So this is regarding electromagnetic radiation, but we can't see all these electromagnetic radiation in our naked eye. Only one small part we can see, that is visible. And invisible ordinary light shows these are the 7 different color with Gaia. Okay, these are the different color. In that, violet shows wavelength minimum whereas frequency maximum, and red shows wavelength maximum whereas frequency minimum. So this is the number or value, or you can say data you have to remember about the frequency as well as wavelength.